Thank you so much for joining us for 9 on the Positive Side this weekend. I'm Courtney Courtwright, and we're celebrating something special today on 9 on the Positive Side. This month marks 2 years of this show running on WNCT and the Eastern North Carolina CW. Time just flies. I cannot already believe that we've been doing this for 2 years now. I hope it's been as enjoyable for all of you to see all the good that's happening around Eastern North Carolina, and beyond. It's been really special for us here. In celebration of 2 years, well, we're going back and looking at some of the stories that might have made you smile, laugh, or just inspired you over the past year. We're starting in Kinston to introduce you to an 11-year-old. She's no stranger to the stage. Here's Lizzie Tobel, and she doesn't miss a beat.
Just call us Lizzie and friends.
I love it. It just shows the real me out.
Drumsticks in hand and rocking to the beat.
I guess it's just always been part of me.
That's where you can find 11-year-old Lizzie Tobel.
My dad, he played the drums, and I got behind a kit and the drum set, and I just played.
She's been playing drums for 9 years.
One day she said, "Miss Erin, I know how to play the drums." I was like, "Good for you, Lizzie." You know, she's 4.
Well, it turns out she knew how to play drums. At 4 years old, she was a pretty great drummer. But really, it was just mainly just giving her the opportunity to do what she already knew how to do.
At such a young age, Lizzie was part of the band.
She had the drive, she had the talent.
2 years later, she's sitting in with all the bands that would come into the venue. Everyone wanted to hear her play.
Look at where it took me now.
She's been performing on stage for 7 years.
She's as good as any drummer in this part of the country. And she will be playing with a major act by the time she's 17 or 18.
No matter who she's playing with,
I've stopped thinking of her as a kid drummer. I just think of her as a drummer.
she fits right in.
She's just playing with so much more confidence and helping drive and conduct the song, like all the other musicians that have been playing 30 years.
As a little girl's dream turns reality.
Once you can set your mind on it, you can go straight to the moon for it.
The drums, ladies and gentlemen, is Lizzie Tobel.
She really is incredibly talented. Staying in Kinston, while most look forward to Saturday or Sunday, there's a group of seniors in Kinston who have their eyes set on another day. WNCT's chief photographer, Kenneth Roundtree, shares with us their experience and all the fun they have.
It's the Kinston Seniors Dance Club.
Minimum age limit 50 and above.
It feels like you're in heaven.
People who get along together and like to be with one another and, of course, dance together.
People come here because they say they're tired of looking at the walls at home and they just want to get out.
If I could rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, looking for a 9, 8 might work.
If you don't keep the body moving, it'll quit, so you have to keep dancing.
Drinks, and I might slip from a 5. You get in here and hear the beat of the music, and it makes you wipe away. You know, you lose it for a while. So you enjoy yourself and just kind of let your hair down, so to speak.
They may not be able to do a lot, but they sure can dance when they get out here. They feel that music and they love it.
It makes me feel young again.
I just love it. I love it, and it's something that people can enjoy. I don't know, it's just a pleasure.
So if you want to feel young, just come out here and join us, and you'll feel young.
The Kinston Senior Dance Club meets Tuesdays at Galaxy Sports in Kinston. It's from 7 to 10 at night. The key to get in, you have to be 50 and older, and it's also $9 to get in. If you've ever had an ache or a pain and thought, I'm getting old, well, here's some inspiration for you. A group of men in our state who at first glance may look like they're in the bottom of the ninth when it comes to their lives, but they're determined to play on in extra innings. Bob Buckley has this story.
Here we go now. Hey, we having a fun time?
in the twilight of their lives. There are a dozen or so guys in Rural Hall having the time of their lives. If baseball is the eternal game, the Bombers are living proof.
I love it. I love it. I love softball. I love sports in general. I played full court basketball till I was 78.
It all might seem a bit unfair when you see their opponents.
The average age on your team?
I'm probably the youngest. I'm 73. Wow. So we go like from 73 up to what, 79 or so? 79.
And you're the young guys.
Yeah, we're the young guns.
That's true. The Bombers claim to be the oldest weekly playing softball team in America.
How many guys from this picture are still playing?
I'm the only one.
And there may not be anyone left around
let me see.
to dispute it.
I guess it's back a long time ago.
Bill Boyles is the team's catcher.
Word, base loaded.
And you were born when?
April 19th, 1928.
He's beaten cancer twice and had open heart surgery.
What keeps you coming out here every week?
I love ball. I'm a ball player, been playing all my life.
To play on this team, you have to be past 80.
I'm 84.
Does that make you one of the youngsters?
I'm one of the youngsters, yeah. I've been playing on this team for 20-some years.
It is Bill Inman's
How old are you?
elixir.
I'll be 87 in 2 months.
A lot of people would look at this and say, man, they're crazy being out here at this age.
I'd tell them they're crazy for even questioning it. When you get our age, you don't have much get together with people. It's not serious. We don't care who wins too much, although we all try. On first.
They are a team for the ages.
Come on, Billy boy.
That seem to have done everything they could do during their decades on the diamond.
Key on deck.
Though,
I like to be able one of these days to take these guys to the Field of Dreams.
but when you think about it,
I didn't get you that time.
they're really already there. Bob Buckley,
All right, here we go now.
Fox 8 News.
People are filling up inside an old filling station. Next on 9 on the Positive Side, we take you to a popular spot in Kinston where they're serving up more than just food. This story takes us to Lenoir County. We're stopping at a restaurant just outside of Kinston, the Jackson Heights community to be exact. It's a spot that's been feeding the community for more than half a century. But for those who live there, this place is about so much more. Ken Watlington has more.
It's lunchtime in Lenoir County.
We will not leave here hungry.
And folks are filling up inside this old filling station.
Come in, take a step back in time, reminisce.
This is Ma's Hot Dog House.
I've been coming to Ma's now probably for 20 years plus.
Open in this same spot along Highway 258 since 1970.
It's great being a part of this community. It's a really good community.
Kent Hardison's parents bought the restaurant back in 1990.
I was in between jobs, so my dad was like, why don't you come work for me for a couple weeks till I find some full-time help? And it's been 32 years later.
Now Kent and his wife Caroline own Ma's after taking over ownership 2 years ago.
It continues to be a labor of love. His parents loved this place and worked hard in it, and that's all we're trying to do is honor their legacy in our way by adding our own touches. And so I hope that they are proud.
So let's talk the food. It starts with what's right there in the name.
We are famous for our hot dogs.
And a whole lot more. I mean it, a lot more.
We have hamburger steak plates, chicken strips.
Probably the Philly cheesesteak.
French fries with brown gravy on them. They are so good.
They have a fantastic breakfast.
But our cheeseburgers are, in my opinion, better than the hot dogs. It's fresh burgers made daily. We probably sell 4 to 1 cheeseburgers over hot dogs.
But for many in this area, like Lenoir County Commissioner Jay McDoty, a trip to Ma's is about more than just the food.
This is kind of like a modern day Cheers, if you will. People, locals come here, talk about politics and weather and sports.
And that means a lot to the people who work here.
Y'all have a good one, this kind of restaurants, it's dying out, and it's a shame to see. So if you get to be a part of it, take pride in it.
I hope to be able to do this about 10 more years, and then I would love for somebody in my family to take over.
That's good news for the locals who love this place.
We're small but mighty.
And if you've never been to Ma's Hot Dog House,
Definitely give us a try. We look like a gas station on the outside, but we'll blow your mind.
If you're looking at a good hot dog, if you're looking at a good breakfast or lunch, this is a grand place to go.
And everybody knows your name.
Everybody knows your name. That's
like
right,
Cheers.
just like Cheers.
Don't forget, you can always help with future People and Places segments. Send ideas Ken's way through email or on social media. A Charlotte man puts his heart into an essential part of any Southern breakfast. He is in his early 20s and makes buttermilk biscuits that might rival some grandmas. John Lee shows us the fluffy fruits of his labor.
I'm gonna need 8 bows down.
When it comes to breakfast, most of us don't need a break from the norm.
Hot pan.
The regulars crave something familiar.
Has a lot of flavor. Hot, fresh Bojangle biscuit. Hot, fresh.
At the Bojangles on Beaver Farms Road, Biscuit Master Will Smith is ready to shake and bake.
Shake it 4 times, but I'd like to do a little dance, you know. I enjoy the rush, the thrill, the happiness I bring to customers. Now you make your circle.
At the all-important biscuit station here, Will knows what time it is.
14.
What time is it?
Bow time. It's bow time. Start with the biggest one.
Every shift, he churns out some 1,000 biscuits. He's quick. Not Bisquick, but I digress.
Put it up in number 1. Height is good. Color, good. It's fully baked. Make sure your pan is 45-degree angle.
GBD, golden brown delicious. He dreamed of this job when he was just 7.
Like fresh, hot. I was like, how they make this? So I was like, no, one day I'm going to work for Bojangles.
With lots of bow time and dedication, as you can see, Will's product is pretty bodacious. And in the end, he's become one of the franchise's rising stars.
In March, he took on the chain's best biscuit makers. Each one had 10 minutes and was judged on speed, efficiency, and quality. He followed the 49-step process to a T and finished first in the Bojangles Biscuit Maker Challenge.
Oh, it feels good. It feels wonderful. I mean, when I won it, I got so happy. I literally danced.
He beat out 4,500 contestants to take the title and strut.
I was walking. Yeah. Oh, that's the dance. I go like this with my sunglasses and be like, yeah.
So give the man his flowers, or just give him flour, whatever.
That's great. He's doing a good job.
Hardly feels like working when he does the happy dance.
Yeah.
No risk it, no biscuit. In Charlotte, John Lee, Queen City News.
If you're looking for more good news, we have you covered. It's easy. Just go to our website, WNCT.com. It's what you're looking at right there. There, you'll find these stories and more under the 9 on the Positive Side tab. You can find that under features, and you can also see that we have all of our 9 on the Positive Side shows there for you to rewatch whenever you'd like to. A girl from Blunt's Creek made it to a world championship, but she didn't do it alone. More on her strong bond with her horse, Rocky, when we come back on 9 on the Positive Side. A woman from Blunt's Creek is working on becoming one of the best barrel racers in the world. It takes hard work and dedication, as you can imagine. But as you'll see, she and her horse have a bond that's stronger than ever.
Being with my horse is the best part because it's a bond that can't be broken.
About 10 years ago, Jasmine Street made a wish.
She wanted a horseback riding lesson for her 10th birthday, and so we did that. And that turned into, can I go every week?
A birthday gift, forever changing her life.
I started with English, which is jumping.
That led to Western.
She loved it, and she just had a passion for it, and she was a natural.
And eventually, to barrel racing.
I like the speed and everything about it.
Barrel racing connected her and Rocky. Turns out he likes going fast too.
He was grain broke, didn't really know anything. I worked him groundwork and then saddle, and then he learned to trust me, and that was the biggest thing.
Trust takes time. Going fast together takes effort. It took Rocky a year to learn the pattern.
Hard work and dedication is the major thing. If you don't have the work ethic, you're not going to make it very far.
3 years of work created a state champion team.
He has turned out to be a great barrel horse.
They qualified to compete at Worlds in their division.
It's a crazy feeling that from Blunt's Creek, North Carolina, I can go to so many places.
With a lifelong friend, all because a 10-year-old made a wish on her birthday.
From the day that she asked for a horseback riding lesson to now Worlds, it's crazy.
The World Championships was in Georgia last month. If you have a story idea, you can send it on over to us. We want to hear about the good things happening where you live in your communities. Just email newsdesk@WNCT.com. Again, it's newsdesk@WNCT.com. You can also reach out to me on social media. Customers come for shipping, but they stay for one of their favorite employees. We'll introduce you to him next. This story is just so cute. He's one of the most beloved employees at a shipping store in the small town of King, North Carolina. Chad Tucker introduces us to Jake.
We just got lucky, I think, a combination of his temperament and personality.
He's one of the most loved employees.
I love Jake.
At Going Postal,
Typically, he's here Monday through Thursday.
a shipping store right here in King.
And then put your mailing address there.
He's loved so much, they've got his weekly work schedule right here on the board.
Well, he is the official greeter of Going Postal here.
Meet Jake. His job? Welcoming everyone in the door.
Hey, buddy. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, you're pretty. Yes, you are.
He will be 4 in October, and he's been coming here since he was 8 weeks and 1 day old. As soon as we got him, the very next day he was coming in, and customers have loved it ever since.
You're welcome. Get him in the mail for you.
Workers here and the customers say he helps bring calm to the daily hustle and bustle.
He has a toy box over here. You want to get a toy? Where's your ball? I just think he gets being a dog. They're social animals. He wants to be around people.
People is this young chocolate lamb's love language. That and treats.
If you bring him treats, he will remember you next time.
While the packages are sealed and measurements are made, the measure of man's best friend is loving on others when no one else is looking.
And we have had people say he's the only reason that they come here, which, hurts my feelings a little, but, but we get it. He's adorable and very lovable.
In King.
They like coming in and watching him play.
Look at the Roy's folks.
Y'all have a great day.
Chad Tucker.
To almost close out the show, we're going to show you something new. A zoo in Tennessee is welcoming the world's rarest giraffe. The female calf was born last month and is completely spotless, as you can see. At 3 weeks old, she stands adorably cute, of course, but 6 feet tall. From their research, the last recorded giraffe with no spots was in Japan in the 1970s. Thanks for joining us for 9 on the Positive Side. And of course, as we've been doing for the last 2 years, we end on something that'll make you smile. This time, it's a hippo celebrating its first birthday. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you next time.